Hello and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, and we've got Fog of War for you today in the form of the Pythagorean Theorem by Sujoyku and ChinStrap. So it's a collaboration today between two fabulous constructors. I think ChinStrap is relatively new to the world of Sudoku, but has made the most incredible impression in sort of the last few months. And Sujoyku, well, I've enjoyed every one of Sujoyku's puzzles I've ever attempted, so this will be brilliant. I think we've had lots of recommendations to try it. It's got fog. It's dynamic fog today, so this is the sort of fog where if we got this digit, it might clear the fog from that cell. It doesn't necessarily clear the fog around the cell itself, so it's this sort of new fog innovation. And we've also got split P lines. Split P index lines. I'm not sure what we've got. We've got something complicated. I'll read it in a moment or two's time. And I'm looking forward very much to having a go at this puzzle. Now, I've got a few things actually to tell you about today. I've got a big news day, so let me go to it. I'm going to start off. We've had lots of emails about this. We are going to be streaming again. So we had a bit of a break over the Christmas period, but we are going to be streaming next Tuesday night at 10 p.m. UK time. We'd love to have your company. We are going to be attempting a new game, really a brand new game. Came out 2 days ago, I think. It's called Nurikabe World. Now, anyone who's been following the channel for a while will know that I am a massive fan of the Japanese puzzle problem, Nurikabe. It used to be a sort of mainstay of the Nickly website when we could all race on that before something happened on the internet and it all broke. But a Finnish gaming team have created a Nurikabe online. Well, no, it's a Nurikabe game with handmade puzzles in it. So I was hugely hopeful about this. I knew it was coming out, and then I downloaded it yesterday and had a look at the daily puzzles, and it's really beautiful. It really is beautiful. So I've got very high hopes for this. Have I got another picture? I might have another picture. There we go, Nurikabe World. So next Tuesday night is when we're going to be trying it, and we will. I think we are intending. I'm certainly intending to go back to Katadoku Pillar. So don't worry if you want to see more of that. We will do that as well. But we're going to take a little journey into Nurikabe Land first. So that's coming up next week. Let's look at the Hobbit. We're getting closer to the closing date for the Hobbit Sudoku Hunt, which is our competition going on over on Patreon at the moment, created by Blobz. 19 puzzles in all. I haven't refreshed this yet, so let's take a quick stock take of where we are. Unexpected Party, which is the first puzzle in the series, 2,300. Home at Last, the last 751. Let's see what it goes up to today. Reload. Yeah, look at that. It's gone up again by 50. It's so cool that people are persevering with it to try and win the competition, I guess. If you do manage to be one of the people who gets all of the puzzles done, then you'll be in with a chance of winning the competition this month. You might not want to win it. It's possibly not. It is the chance to make a Sudoku video that might appear on the channel with me. I've got Cecilia, who won last month's competition. We are hoping to solve a puzzle tomorrow evening UK time, so that is exciting for me. Keep an eye on the channel if you might want to watch that video. And if you want to try the Hobbit Hunt, it's a couple of bucks to join us on Patreon. Honestly, it is super value if you love puzzles at all. Now let's do some birthdays as well. We'll start off with Casey. Casey, it's your birthday today. I found out just in time because Panthera wrote in and said we should say happy birthday to you. So Casey, many happy returns. I hope you get chocolate cake, obviously. Michael, I'm a bit late with this one, aren't I? Michael, your friend Roger. I think the two of you might be over in British Columbia in Canada. Roger did write on the 13th of January, which was your birthday, but he didn't tell us it was your birthday that day. So we had to clarify, and then when we discovered it was your birthday that day, it was too late to do the birthday that day. But anyway, Roger says he enjoys watching Michael watch the videos, and Michael explaining to me all the things I'm missing during my solving. So Michael, anyway, never mind. At least you don't shout. I'm led to believe. I hope you had a great birthday. Next, Nye, it's your birthday, and I know this because your best friend Rachel wrote to us and described you with some rather great adjectives: smart, funny, talented, kind, and amazing. Well, that's not a bad birthday present already, is it? Nye, many happy returns. Next, we'll turn our attention not to birthday, but we've had a couple of really moving emails. One of them was from Joel, who I think found the channel about 5 years ago, and is now 20 years old and doing a master's in aerospace engineering and a degree in advanced mathematics down there in Queensland. And Joel wrote a very kind email to us. So Joel, thank you for that. And I was sorry to hear about your grandfather, who I think introduced you to Sudoku, passing recently. And the other email we had, now this one knocked me for six a bit. It was from Cathi. And Cathi was kind enough to say that we could read out the email, and I thought hard about it, but I've decided I am going to read out a bit of it, but I'm not going to read out all of it because it was almost I don't want to upset anybody, but let me just say that Cathi had the most horrific experience back in 2019 as a result of an armed robbery, and has had a rough trot since, actually. And well, anyway, I mean, long and short of it is that Cathi says that the channel has helped her to become an engineer and follow in her father's footsteps, and fully recover from depression. And I think, what did she write at the end of her email? She said that the videos give her an escape from everyday life and a safe space to indulge her artistic traits, for balancing my social battery. That's a lovely expression, balancing my social battery. And Cathi also has written a poem, and you know I'm a big fan of poetry, and I thought this was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, Cathi. So thank you for sending it in and giving me the chance to read it, which I'm going to do now. It's quite thought-provoking, but so this is Cathi's poem. Still tightly clutching my deck of cards, faces are blurring, colourless hulls. Can't think, unable to make a move. Condemned to sit and watch while everyone performs a sleight of hand. Hearts ripped out of my trembling hands. Never had diamonds to begin with. Spades and clubs are all I'll ever know. My path cut out for me, destined to fail. Miserably stumbling through the game, wondering why I'm still in it, why someone made me play at all. In a surprisingly lucid moment, I notice it. I'm not playing a game of go fish. There is still a chance of winning this treacherous game. The moral? Learn to play your cards right, whether they were given to you from the start or collected along the way. And no matter how bleak it seems, remember, even clubs and spades have aces. Thought for the day there from Cathi. Thanks again for writing in. That's all the news. Right, got to get my head in the logical mode now. Let's have a look at Pythagorean Theorem by Sujoyku and ChinStrap. These are the rules. They're quite long rules today. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Oh, I see. So right. I don't know why I said OSC. It's just the next line of the rules explains what normal Sudoku rules are, which I can do. What we have to do is put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Dynamic fog. The grid is covered in fog. Placing a correct digit in a cell lifts fog from that cell and possibly other cells, revealing new clues. Split P index lines. All lines and attached circles are split P lines, and between the circles, the lines function as index lines. Oh, good grief. Right, okay. So, a split P line is a line, I know what these are. This is a line where digits on a line between two circles sum to a 2-digit number written using the digits in the circles. For example, or we could do this, couldn't we? Let's put in an example. Go to the pen tool. So how many digits? We've got 3 digits on the line. So let's say that this was a split P line, or whatever it's called. Split P line. That's correct. I'm not going to put big digits in here in case I get them right. But this is a oh yeah, I'll put small digits. 3, 3. Oh, okay, you have to ignore Sudoku for a moment because well, no, actually I'll fix it. I'll do a wiggle like that, and then I'll change that to be there, and now it might work. So I think this is a valid split P line because if we look at the digits on the line between the circles, they sum to 13. 3 plus 4 plus 6 is 13. And you can make 13 from the 2 digits in the circles, because 1 and 3, you could write them as 13. It's sort of, I think the technical term is concatenation. But yeah, so imagine this was a 2. The 2 possible totals for the digits on the lines would be 23 and 32. In this case, they are 13 and 31. Now, they do add up to 13, so this is a valid split P line. However, there is more here, because all the lines are both split P lines, which is the rule I've just explained, and index lines. So, all right, I know what they are in isolation as well. Each index line has an invisible diamond at one end, next to a circle, to be determined by the solver. The digit in the nth cell along the line, starting from the diamond, indicates the position along the line where the digit n appears. For example, 3214 is a valid index line. I do understand index lines. Let's just put this in. So you've got to imagine along an index line that there's a diamond at one end. So let's say it's this end, and let's put the digits 3, 2, 1, 4 along the line. And this is, yeah, so this is valid, because what we do is we look at the first position on the line, and that indexes where along the line the digit 1 appears. And you can see it's got a 3 in it. So in the third position from the diamond, which is invisible, but let's imagine it's here, we have to put a 1. So we count 1, 2, 3. So we write 1 here. Now, in this position, this is the second position on the line. So whatever digit is in here is indexing where on the line we put the 2. And it actually is a 2. So it's in the second position. So it's sort of indexing itself. If we switch this round and do it, put 2 there, then we could say, okay, this is the second position on the line, so it's indexing where the 2 is on the line. It's saying put the 2 in the fourth position along the line, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you write the 2 there. So you can see the numbers sort of pair up, or they're self-indexing. There's only one more rule. It says lines do not cross or share cells with themselves or other lines. Each connected set of lines and circles has a distinct colour and line style. Good grief. Lines have been made thicker to be able to see a line moving diagonally. Okay. So let me just go back to the rule where it said that these lines do double duty. all lines and attached circles are split p-lines, which is the green example. And between the circles, the lines function as index lines. So these three should be viewed as an index line, which is this rule set. So we have to imagine a diamond either here or here, and then apply this rule. It's complicated actually, isn't it? That is a complicated rule set. I think I'm lucky because I understand what the two rules are, because I've done puzzles that have, you know, that they haven't had both of those rules in, but they've had one of those rules in. But yeah, hopefully that skip through the examples has helped. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. Now, I was going to say, I know one secret about one of these types of lines. I know the secret. I know a secret about index lines, which is the one we had down here. The secret about index lines is, let's say you had a line of length 5, then you can't put a digit other than 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 on the line. Let's just look at that and think about it. So let's say this is a diamond on an index line, and I try to write the digit 6 on here. It's a length 5 line. That would be saying write 1 into position 6. Well, there is no position 6, so it's not possible. So what you find along these lines is that knowing the length of them is very important, and presumably that's going to be a big problem here because we don't see very much at all. We see something, a red double line here. I'll tell you what we should do. We should draw this in, but we're going to have to bear in mind these could both be circles. We can't see, can we, what's in these two squares. And then on the blue line in the top, we've got it going there. We can see one circle. Whoops, we can't see. Well, I guess we know that the other circle is in box 1 somewhere. I can't see a way it can escape through the white. The line can't escape. So it looks like we've got some sort of coat hanger shaped region, doesn't it? I mean, no, okay, I was going to say, do we know how long the line is? But I don't think we do. Because, I mean, we really can't see anything in box 1. The line, well, could the line do that? Well, maybe is the answer. There's nothing about 1s and 9s on these lines. Oh, the secret might be relevant. Hang on, I'm going to get rid of my example there. I'm not sure how helpful it is for me to maximally complicate this. In fact, maybe I should minimally complicate it. Let's imagine it is a coat hanger and it doesn't rinky-dink around. What are we actually saying? We're saying that of course, right, okay, so we're saying, but I don't know, I'm not sure. Well, I know one thing we are saying. We're saying that, imagine this is the line, which it may well not be, but we are saying that though the concatenation of these two digits is a triangular number, aren't we? Because of the secret about the is it the index line? Imagine the coat hanger is the correct shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that the line itself, not the circles, the line between the circles will contain the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 because of the way index lines work. So the circles have to contain 28 in that instance, which is the sum of the digits 1 to 7. If there were 6 cells on the line, it would be 21. If there were 5 cells, it would be 15, etc., etc. We just have to think about the triangular numbers. So these two cells oh, wait a second, that cell sees all of the line. So this digit in row 1, column 1 can't be on the line, because it doesn't matter what shape is in here as the line. Obviously that cell sees all those digits, and it sees those two digits by Sudoku. So that digit, it can't be a 1. What's the shortest length of line we could draw? Let me just think about that for a second. Let me get rid of everything. So the line definitely goes into those squares, but one of those could be a circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but one of them can be a circle, so 6. Right, so this digit, I know that there are at least 6 digits on the line that are not circles. So 6 needs to appear on the line. So this digit, which cannot appear on the line, must be a big digit. It's 7, 8, or 9. And it's 8, I think. I might be wrong about that. I'm just thinking about the triangular numbers that are... I mean, the minimum triangular number we've got involved here is 6. So 21, that's not got 7, 8 or 9 in it, so that's impossible. If it was a 7-cell line, it would be 28. That's possible because 8 could go in the corner. 36 is the triangular number for 8. 45 is the triangular number for 9. That is a secret that I share with only my very favourite people. So don't tell anyone that. That's the sum of the digits 1 to 9. And you can't have a 10-cell line, can you? No, because how would you index the position 10 digit? You couldn't do it. Yeah, so that's fine. So I think you have to put... I think we know lots of things now. We know not only is it 8 in the corner, we know the other circle, wherever that is in the box, is a 2. And we know the length of the line is 7 cells. So it's a 9-cell line altogether. There's 2 circles on the end and then 7 cells between those cells. So I think we're going to get a digit here. 8. And so this should be a 2 by my logic. Oh, that's bingo, that is bingo. So we did have a coat hanger. So you can't put 9 on this. Oh, I've got something else as well. Oh, I love this. This is why. Okay, this is the Pythagorean theorem. It's not really about squares, is it? It's about triangular numbers. Right, so 9 can't go on this line, so 9 must be on one of these squares. But here's another question. There must be a 2 on the coat hanger. On the line, where does that go? Well, there is the only place it can go. So that... Oh, here we go. That is a bonus. Right, so we've got something going there, 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 there. Okay. Sudoku is telling us there's a 2 down there, in case that's relevant. Oh, I suppose I should consider what that's indexing. But let me just think about this yellow line first. 1, well, the yellow line must run up column 9, mustn't it? Where else could it go? It can't go in that square, so it must go up. So now how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. So this can't rinky-dink around, or it would be 10 cells long. The line itself would be 10 cells long. It's got to just close, I think. So I think we're almost given the shape of the yellow thing. And this is a 4-5 pair. And the reason we know that is that if it's got 9 cells on the line, they're all going to be different numbers. So they will... the secret tells us the sum of the digits 1 to 9 is 45. So this is 4, this is 5. I've still got to put... I've still got to put 2 on the yellow line. Where does it go? There. Oh no. You're kidding. Is that wrong then? Or is it just... had that already got fog... okay, that's already had fog cleared. So it might just be I don't earn anything extra for putting that 2 in. I quite like that feature of dynamic fog, because it can almost be like the constructor is thinking about how much of a reward they should give you when you put a digit in. And obviously sujoyku and ChinStrap have said that when you get this 2 now, you don't deserve anything for that, assuming it's right. This is a trivial deduction of no meaningful value. Okay, I'm just going to go back and think about this line. So either this cell or this cell is the diamond. So if this was the diamond, this is the 3rd position on the line. So it's indexing the 3 into position 2, which should be there. So there might be a 3 here. And if this is the 1st position, if this is the diamond, well, then it's complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's position 5. So the 5 would go in position 2, which would be there. Oof. Okay, so that's very, very unhelpful. Okay, that's... right, that's a bit weird, isn't it? So what does that mean? If that was a 5... in fact, okay, whatever this digit is, it can't reappear on its own line. So I think this digit is in one of those 2 squares. I don't know if that's worth recording. It might be. It's in one of those 2 along with 9. This can't be a 9, obviously, because we can't write a 9 on a length 7 line. Oh, I know what we should do. We should work out how this line indexes. Oh, but that could just be a 2 in position 2, couldn't it, if this was the diamond? But if, okay, let's say it was the other way. Oh, I see, it's not, it's not the other way round, is it? Because what I'm thinking is, imagine this was the diamond. Then that's the 8th position along the line. So it's saying write an 8 into this position, which we can't do by Sudoku. So this is the diamond. That cell is the diamond along this line. So that's self-referencing. So the 8 on this line, and there must be an 8, is in one of 3 places. So that's saying, oh God, I'm not very good at this. That says you have to write, what does it say? So if this was, that would say put a 1 in position 8. So it's this cell is either 1, 3 or 4. Not bobbins. It's either 1, 3 or 4. That's not helpful. If that was a 3, we would know this was 1 or 4. Oh, it's not 4, actually. It's not 4, because there's a 4 in this box, in the 4, 5 pair. So if that's 3, that's 1, and this is 8. And that would be 8 by Sudoku. Sujoyku, making me do Sudoku, that's a bridge too far, frankly. Okay, so what's this saying? Nothing. Wow, I mean, this is what's so clever about these Fog of War puzzles. I mean, there is no point in looking at more than half the grid here. There's nothing going on over here. You can't do anything. So you can distill, there's something I've not extracted from everything I've already done. 4 and 5 on this line. 4 and 5 can't go in those squares, can't go in that square by Sudoku, so 4s and 5s are in a horrible number of positions. which, so what does that mean? If you put 4 here, you're saying you write 1 into position 4, which would be there. That would be saying write 3 into position. Oh, I see. Oh, so this can't be 8, maybe. Well, oh, I see, of course. That's really clever. Right, okay, so what we're saying here is depending on where the 4 is, it is indexing quite a low number into this position. It's either 1, 3, 5 or 6, I think. Okay, so let's put that in. 1, 3, 5 or 6. I can see it can't be 5 because of this. So 2, 3, 4. So that can't be 4. Because this would then be a 5 and it would clash. But more importantly, surely that can't be 8. So 8. Oh no, it doesn't. Sorry, I thought I was going to get the 8. I'm not getting the 8 at all. Oh, well, I'm getting an 8 down there. Okay, so 8. Oh, I could have done this. Just when I got rid of the 4 here, effectively what that was doing was getting rid of my 8 pencil mark from here. So I could have got an 8 there. Sorry. Oh my goodness me. Oh, okay. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, hang on, I can't see the difference in the colours of those ones. That's not a good sign. Oh dear, oh dear. I can't see the difference between those two. I mean, they all look the same. Oh, hang on, that one has got 2 lines coming out of it. Okay, that might be okay then. So maybe these are the same. I don't know. Let me just do my shadings. So that one, this sort of train track one, is doing that. Now, these all look red to me. Well, that one's doing that, isn't it? Surely. That one's going there. That one's going there. And then you can see it's taken a diagonal shimmy. That one's just going there. Yeah, okay. But then yes, there's no right. I think what we're being told is that this one is it's part of a P line or whatever it's called with that one, and separately it's part of a P line with this one. So I think I've got to get this line probably back to there because the lines can't cross. And I can't, okay. So this red line has to go up this column, doesn't it? And it can't go diagonal. We can't take it that way because the lines are so thick we would see something like we do here. So the line has got to do that, but then it could shimmy around. It could do that or go here. And this one has to join up to that one. But again, that's got a myriad of ways of doing that. So, okay. I don't know what to do now. We could look at, well, okay, so it's triangular numbers again, isn't it? So how big is this line? That's surely the long, well, I say it's surely the longest, but maybe this one could do a lot of rinky-dinkage. Yeah, it could go there, 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 maybe. Oh no, yeah, that might be fine. And that's 9 cells, so that is perfectly, well, yeah. That's okay, that's bad. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least. So, okay, it's not 7. It's not 7, that's interesting. It's not 7 because this would be a 28 pair by the triangular number, by the Pythagorean theorem. And that can't be 2 or 8. So that's not right. So we're looking at least 36, aren't we? The next triangular number. So these are 36 or 45. But what does that mean for this one? Does that mean 3? If that's 3, how is that not 6? Okay, what we should do is work out the shortest length of this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that would be 10, wouldn't it? Which is now ruled out. We can't have it. This line here, or the line joining these two circles, cannot only be 4 long, because we'd need to write 1 and 0 into the circles. 15 would work if that was 5 and that was 1, and this line was of length 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or something. Actually, that wouldn't work for a weird reason. You couldn't put 1 on that line. So we'd need to put 1 in one of the highlighted cells because it's a length 5 line, so it's got the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 on it, but you couldn't because there would be a 1 here. So you'd have to slightly tweak the shape of the line and do it like that. See, if you knew that was 5, that would rule that out entirely. Or, okay, so these could be joined by length 5 line. If they're a length 6 line, that's not going to work because that's 21, and this cannot work. We know it's not a length 7 line because neither of these could be a 28. So if it's not 15, so it could be 15, and that makes this a 1. If it's not, it's a 36 or a 45. So this is 1, 3, 6, 4 or 5, which is not very helpful. There's something wrong here, isn't it? I think I might be able to get rid of 1 from here. I'm just not sure that it's possible to do that. Let's just think about it. I'm just going to put the digits in the corners. If that's 1, this is 5, this is 4 then, isn't it? So we're looking at 45 here. So this line has to be a length 9 line. But I think the problem's going to come from a 1 here, and 1 having to be on a length 5 line. Because this can't take the 1, obviously, if there's a 1 here. I mean, doesn't that mean this has to be a 1? I can't see another way of doing it. I think this line has to go dump, 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 dump. So this is the only cell that can be a 1. And then these cells, oh, maybe this could rinky-dink. It could diagonally go. Oh no, it can't diagonally go there because we'd see it. So it has to go there. Oh no, it could go there and there, maybe. So, okay, so if this is 1, this either goes like that or like that. And I've got to put 2, 3, 4 and 5 on the line. Now that's a 5 in this instance, so there has to be a 5 in one of those squares. You've got to put 2 on the line. Oh, this is getting horribly complicated actually. I mean, if there is a reason this doesn't work, I don't think it's staring me in the face anymore. It might. Oh, is it to do with where this would appear on the line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if the diamond was there, that wouldn't work, would it? Because that would be saying write 2 into position 1, and that 2 would clash. So this would have to be the 4th position on the line, And that would say write 4 into position 1, which would be here. This would be a 3, because I think this would be a 2-5 pair. If that was 3... Oh no, see, that almost works, because then you could write 5 in here. And the 2 would be self-referenced. Oh my goodness me, this is confusing. So what? I think it's going to be much harder if we try. If that isn't 1, it's the same as this, isn't it? Because we're saying that this is sort of, if that's a 4, these would both be 5. If this is a 3, these would both be 6, etc. So these would be the same. And then that digit, would the digit have to go on the line? Oh, I see. Oh no, that's brilliant. Oh my goodness me, I've been really thick. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's lovely. Good grief. Okay, that is just lovely. Right, this is massive. This is a 1. Because, let me explain. Okay, I'm going to do this slowly because this is such beautiful logic. Right. Whatever the total is for this, we know it's either 36 or 45. There's sort of no digits in common between those options. So whatever this digit is, if it's whether it's 3, 4, 5 or 6, it only has one partner here. And if this isn't 1, it only has that same partner here as well. In other words, these two digits are the same. Those two cells. If this is not 1, these two digits are the same. But look at the options 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now the length of the line in each case is either 8 or 9. So this line joining these two would have to be a length 8 line or 9 line. This line has to be a length 8 or 9 line. So what digits do they have to have on them? Well, they definitely have to have the purple digit on each line. And that means in box 3, box 2 and box 5, there are going to be 4 instances of the purple digit, because there's going to be 1 there, 1 there, 1 on the line joining this one to this one, and 1 on the line joining this one to this one. That's 4 in 3 boxes. That breaks Sudoku rules. You can't put the same digit 4 times into you can't put a digit 4 times into only 3 different Sudoku boxes without repeating it in at least 1 box. So this is wrong. And if it's wrong, that can only be a 1, I think. I don't think it can be anything else. Oh, no. Well, that's a 5 then. That's the only triangular number. So this is a 4, because we must be looking at 45. It's just done. That's rotten. That's very naughty. Oh, does that have to be 1 as well? That was something I thought about. I've got to put a 1. This is a length 5 line joining. So where do you put the 1 in those 5 cells? It cannot be in this box, and it cannot be there by Sudoku, and that's on a different line, so it must be there. So we get the shape of the line now. It goes like that, and it's a length 5 line, so it does that. Now it's got to have 2 and 5 on it, and they have got to be in those squares. So these squares are 3 and 4. Now, didn't I think about... am I going to get a 3 in the corner? No, I'm going to get a 4 in the corner. I'm not going to get a 3 in the corner. I'm going to get a 4 in the corner, I think. Because what we thought about then is this the diamond? And if this is the diamond, it doesn't work. Because that's saying this is the second position, so we should put a 2 in the first position, which we can't. So this is the diamond, and that means, and this is the 4th position on the line, so I think that says write 4 in here. So that's a 3. And that's, okay, and that's position 5 on the line, so that's saying write a 5 into the 3rd position, which is there. So that's a 2. I don't believe it. That's so unkind. It's not actually done. I mean, that's really nasty. That has not helped me. Ah, this isn't 5 anymore. So doesn't that mean that one is 3? Yeah, there was some. Was it this one was indexing? It depended where the diamond was. Yeah. So if that, yeah, that was all right. So this is not position 5. So it's the 3rd position, and therefore that's a 3. Still nothing. Okay, but this is the diamond position now in this one. So if this was a 5, we would put the 1, 2, 3 here, which it can't be. So that's not 5. So that's 5. Still nothing. Okay, that takes 5 out of these squares. Okay, so all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it could be self-referencing. So this is this 5 or 6, I want to say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if that was a 5, that would be a 6. I think that's 5 or 6. 3 means this is a 1. What? Oh, that's saying right 8 into that position. Okay, we've got another digit. That's an 8. This doesn't seem to be revealing fog though. Oh dear, okay. Hang on. Don't I have to put these digits on this line? Oh, that would be. I think that might be a 1-3 pair. I'm not sure about that. How long? Oh, this is a length 9 line now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah. So this has to take those squares, and it's got all the digits 1 to 9 on it. Well, where do those 2 digits go on it? They have to be there. So that's a 1-3 pair. So there's a 1 and a 3 down here. Let's put those in. Don't seem to know anything about the 3. 3, it might be Sudoku. It might be Sudoku. What do we have to do now? Where's oh, nearly. Where's 4 on this line? Yeah, I think we know the shape of this line now actually, because it can't go anywhere else. But where's 4 on it? It's not there, is it? So it's not, and it's not here. So it's in one of 2 places. Now, do we know which order this is in? Yes, we do. Oh, this puzzle's brilliant, by the way. This is just brilliant setting. Okay, this is not the diamond. Because if it was the diamond, this square is telling us where to put the 2, and it's either there or there on the line, and it can't be. So that's got to be the diamond. So that's the diamond. So we're putting the 9 either here or here. I think that's quite good actually. Yeah, that's quite good, because that means 9 in the top row has to go there. And that did clear fog. Okay, we've not put 6 and 7 into the top row. So now do I get these 2 digits? 1 and 4 I haven't put on the blue line. And the 4, well, yeah, and the 1, they go in those squares. Does that make sense? Yes, they index each other, so that's fine. This is no longer a 1. Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I could have got rid of that before. We're just saying that the 4 goes in one of these. Oh, it's not here now. It's so strange the way this works. So this is a 4, apparently. Okay, I believe it. That cleared fog. That is in position 3, so that should be a 3. So 3 comes off and moses off down here. No 3 in the corner. Alright, so this digit is in one of those two squares. So these are squells. I almost called it a squell again. This 3, I'm going to get more fog clearance here. So that's positioning, that's the 9th position along this line. So that's a 9 now. So this is a 9. So this is the green digit and is not 9. So these are the same. That's not 9. And 5 on 5 on this line. Where does it go? I don't know exactly, but it's in one of those squares, which is a late position along the line. So the 5th position, which is 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's that cell. That's got to be 5, 6, or 7. That's useless. That's so unkind. Oh goodness. Okay. I have a feeling there's a wealth of Sudoku I could do here. Where is... No, that's not probably a good question. Can that be 8? That's in the 6th position. No. In fact, I can get the 8 on this line because I've got the 8. Yeah, the 8 goes in the 3rd position, which is there. That's going to be massive. I'm not sure about it. I'm just going to check that. So this is the start of the line. Yeah. So the 8 goes... Yeah, that's 8. Yes. So that's 2. That's 4. Oh, they index each other, of course. So that's less powerful. But it's still extra digits. 2 is down here. 4 is down there. And what digits have we not put on this line? Because this line is a length 9 line, isn't it? So it's got to have everything on it. So it's 5, 6, and 7 bobbins. 5, 6, and 7. So these squares... Oh, these squares are 8 and 9. I can do that. So that's 8. That's 9. 9 in box thingamajig. Box 4 goes there. 3 is in one of those 3 squares. What about... Oh, nearly. I nearly thought I could... Oh, I can. Where's 1? 1 is just there. I hadn't seen that. Okay, so that's good. That's not 1. And in this spot... Oh, it's 5, 6, and 7 again, is it? I think it's 5, 6, and 7. And that's not 5. Yeah, that makes sense. I've now got a 6, 7 pair in column 2. Okay, but can we work out... Oh, I suppose we know, don't we? Well, what are those digits? On this line so far, we've had... Oh, let's just do it by Sudoku, Simon. These have got to be 5, 6, 7, 9 into these squares. So these are 6, 7, and 9 because 5's already appeared. So 9 is in one of those 2 cells. Oh, so 9 can be self-referencing, or 9 can be here, and 7 and the 9 can index themselves. I've got a 5, 6, 7 triple in row 6. Okay, so these squares, that's a 4. That's a naked single. That's an outrage. That's an outrage. Right, this is a 1-2 pair. Okay, what about those digits then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 again. Okay. These digits are something else. 3 and 8? So, oh, that's a 6 or a 7, isn't it? Okay, so this column, 1, 3, 5 to place. That's not 1. This column, let's get rid of that 2 pencil mark. We need 2, 6, 7. Nope. Okay, this column, we need 4, 8, 9. Nearly. Nearly. That can't be 8. So we're probably going to have to look at this green line. I might be missing some Sudoku. I mean, it's always a possibility. Let's... Okay, let's think about it. So the green line The thing is, that could be a circle and that could be a circle. I say that glibly without thinking about it very hard. In fact, that might not be right, because I can't see a possible way of making that into a triangular number. So that doesn't feel likely. Okay, so how many cells are definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It's definitely at least a length 5 line, so it must have a 5 on it, and that doesn't look desperately easy to place. But the thing is, we just have no clue. If I knew this was a circle, if that's a 9, it's a length 9 line, and we have to get to 45. Ah, that doesn't work. It's going to, right, this is going to be how we have to approach it. Okay, look at this cell. Now, I've got no idea where this goes under the fog, but it doesn't have an unlimited number of options, because it can't get back out of its box again. So, if this is a 9, there is a 9 on the line, which means that all of the digits 1 to 9 are on the line, which means that the total for the line is 45, and I should be able to get to a 4 or a 5 from this cell, which I can't. So I don't think that can be a 9. I think that's 4 or 8. In fact, what triangular numbers are about 15, 21, 28, 36, 45? Yeah, this can't be a 9 either. So, so this is it. This is the 9 in the column. There's no way that can be a 9, because we've worked out 45 as an impossible total for the line, and if that's a circle, there's no triangular number that includes the digit 9 that's relevant to a line that's at least 5 long. So I don't think that can be a 9. I think we're going to get the 9, and this is going to... No, you rotten old puzzle. That's outrageous. 6 or 7. 5, 6, 7. I get the 9 here as well. So I get a 9 in one of 2 places in box 9. But that's giving me a 7, isn't it? Yeah, that's giving me a 7 by the indexing, so that's a 7. This is not a 7. This is not a 7, so this is a 7, but these aren't in fog cells, so I'm a bit worried that... Okay, that's now a 6. That's the green digit that we had earlier. So those two must both be 7. And these squares are now 2, 3, and 6. They've probably been 2, 3, and 6 for ages, and I just haven't noticed it. So, oh no. If, okay. How does this work then? What's it? Oh, I don't know. Okay. This can't be a length 6 line, can it? Yeah, okay. I think what we have to do is focus on this cell, because I can't get to 1 or 5, so it can't be a length 5 line. I can't get to 2 and 1, so it can't be a length 6 line. I could get to an 8 here, only if this can get to a 2. Ah, no, okay. Right, this is not a length 7 line either, I think. My logic there is that if this is a length 7 line, this has to get to a 2 or an 8. The only one it could get to would be an 8 here. But then, these 2 digits are clearly on the line then, because we need a 2 at the other end of the line. Neither of these is a 2, and that puts 8 on the line. And 8 can't be on a length 7 line. So it's not length 7. So it's either, and we know when we know it's not 4, 5, so it is 3, 6. It's 3, it's 3, 6, but I don't know the order. Because it could stop here if this is 6, or it could go up there into a 3. But it is 3, 6. So it is a length 8 line. I've got, where's 4 in this box? There's an X-wing on 4s here. So we can't have a third 4 into these 2 rows, so that's got to be 4. Oh, now. There is a flash of what could be this colour there. What would that mean? That this goes here and then down? The thing is, if my colour blindness is wrong there, if that is sort of slightly different green to that one, it looks green to me. I'm not certain. I might have to use that. I'll see if I can get any further without using this, and if I can't, then we'll have to use it. But I'm not a massive fan of puzzles where you have to sort of spot something in the very corner of a cell. Now that's not 7. Oh, that's useless. I've already got a 1-2 pair here. Okay, but have we fully used the fact, if this is 6, I've got to get to a 3 on the other end of the line. Probably if this is green over here somewhere. But if we go up here and we take that cell, then that's quite interesting. If you take this cell for the 3, where do you put that cell in this box? Because you can't repeat that digit on its own line, so it would have to go there, and that would be a 5, 6, 7 triple. So this would be an 8, 9 pair, and I can put 8 on the line. I do, in fact, I do. Oh no, that doesn't work. I mean, that's a little bit. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, I might now. Oh no, but could that be the 6? I'm pretty convinced this isn't the 3, but it's really complicated. So if this is the 3 of the 3, 6 ends of this line, what I'm saying is that digit needs to find a home in this box without repeating on its line, and it would be on the line if this is the 3. So it would go there. That makes a 5, 6, 7 triple, which means these 2 squares are 8 and 9. We can't put 9 on the line, so this is 8, but that makes that 8 when I've just started this chain by saying it would be a 3. So I think that's wrong. So I suspect now that it's a 6 on this end of the line. I need to find a 3 down here, but I could get a 3 over here, couldn't I? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can easily get a 3 over there. So I'm trying not to use this this corner cell. It might be. Oh goodness, it's almost something like where's 5 on the line, isn't it? It's quite difficult to put 5 on the line. Or we might just have to do a pencil marking expedition, which is a slightly terrifying thought. Am I meant to know the order of the 4 and the 5 there? Or is that literally completely arbitrary? Don't know, I'm not sure. These are 3. I'm going to pencil mark in the hope Sudoku saves me. Okay, so that is 3, 6, or 7. That could be anything. That might be able to be anything. I know 8. I know 9 is in one of those 2 squares. Is that helpful? Yeah, I might have to use that trick. But even if I use the trick, do I actually get anything from the trick? I'm unsure I'd even get anything from the trick. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still uncomfortable with how to proceed here. Okay, so we know these two digits. Ah, I know 8 is on the line down here because it's only 3 and 6 that are the circles. So there is an 8 on the line. Where does the 8 go in this box then? It's got to go here along with the 9. So that's an 8-9 pair. And this is 5, 6 or 7. And that's so that's sort of, now I can reverse the logic. And I can say this can't possibly be a circle. Because this digit would go in that position. Sorry, this has to be a circle, because if it wasn't, it has to go in that position in the box. So this, oh, but could that be the circle? If this was 7 and the circle was here, is what I'm thinking, then this would be 6. 7 would be here on the line. There does need to be a 7 on this line. So these would not be 7. They would be 3, 5, 6. 4, 8. So I need 1s and 2s. 1s and 2s as my other digit before I hit a 3. I've got a 1 or a 2 here. Yes, so perhaps 2 here and then 1 here. That might be plausible. Golly gosh. Okay, so I still don't know quite how to finish this off. What else could we do? It's going to be something really simple, like where's 1 in column 7? It's nearly that simple. I mean, it is in one of those two positions. What about? Oh, I don't know. So if that. Oh, hang on. I said that. Oh, this is a 6, isn't it? I've been slow. Sorry. Exactly the same logic that I've been thinking about in the context of this digit. That being 3 and this being 6. For some reason, that doesn't occur to me when I go that way and try and make that 6. Isn't that weird? I don't understand myself. Yeah, this cannot be on the line. It cannot be on the line. Is the point? Full stop. So it must be a circle, and it can only be a 6. Right. Good. You've all been shouting at me about that, and you're well within your rights to do that, because that is strange. That is strange that my brain wasn't seeing that immediately. But now, how does that help me? So now there is a 6 on this line down here. So I can't have another 6 wherever this then wanders off to. And I've got a 7 here, so 7 is a bit restricted. This digit has to appear on the green line somewhere. Wow. Oh, it's not going to be something like this is a naked single, is it? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. This square is 3, 5, 6. No, I don't think it is. Okay, so we know we're looking for... Oh, we know we can't... No, hang on, we do. We need a 3 on the other end of the line. That's what we need. Where do we get it from? Why? I'm really worried. I'm desperately trying not to use the fact that I can see there's what could be green here. We may well have to use that, though. I might just have to bite the bullet and do it. Oh, hang on. If that's 8, wouldn't I put an 8 here? Oh, that's fine. Sorry, I was getting confused with my X-wings. Okay, so we don't know. Let's think about another way of doing this then. So, yeah, it might be that I'm meant to use this, I think. Because if I know this line turns this way and then goes down, how long does it have to be? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's hugely powerful. Because then I think those squares are forming a quadruple on 3, 5, 6, 7 on the line. I think that has to be a 1 or a 2. That would have to be, they would see 1, that would have to be a 2. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? So, I mean, is that right? Am I meant to... See, it's also... I'm just a bit worried about my colour blindness. I think that is green. Okay, I think I'm going to rely on my eyes. I think that's green. So there's a line going there that's the same colour as this. So that must do that. Now this is a length 8 line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's a circled 3. But I don't know where that is. But I do know that this is 3, 5, 6 and 7. So there is now a 7 on this line here, which means this is not 7. This has to be a 1 or a 2. And it can't be. So that is a 2. Okay, that's good. Alright, so that is correct, isn't it? Because that's now confirming that we were on the right lines. That's a 1, that's a 2. Now, oh, well there must be, that's not a 3, because there's a 3 somewhere here that's on the line. In fact, the 3 can't be up there. The 3 could be in the corner, or it's in one of those two squares. Oh, nearly. So now there is a 3 on the line up here, which means this square is a 5. Okay, so these are now 3, 6, 7, so this square is a 5. Ah, oh, so that, right. That's 3 in the corner, that's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. And we know that's 3 because we know that the end of the line had to be a 36 line. So now, this is a 1. Let's get rid of the corner pencil mark for the 3s. This is not 3, so this is a 2, 6 pair. The 3 in the corner is going to do my 3s and 8s, and that's an 8, and that's a 9, and that's a 9. It just doesn't clear all the fog. But now we've got 1 and something, 1 and 7, so we can fill in the 1 and the 7. This is not 7, 2, 6 pairs, so this is 7. Oh, I know what I should have done. I know what I should have done. Right. I'm going back. Because one thing I forgot to think about in the context of this line. I know you're going to think I'm mad, but I think I pencil marked that in, didn't I? And then but what I didn't think about in the context of this line is the indexing along it. Yeah, so the diamond on this line is not here, is it? Because 3, 5, 3, that's putting a 1 either here, here, or here. 3 positions 3, 5, or 6. So the diamond is at the other end of the line, which means that is indexing the 8. And we know how long. Yeah, this is. So I think I can do it now without this. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try, because that I much prefer not to use that grid furniture and relying on my eyesight. If I can do it logically a different way. So let's try. So this is position 8, which is in one of those two positions. But if that's 8, 7, 6, 5, so 4, that should be a 4 or a 3. It's only that must be a 3. So this is a different, we're already on a different route. And which one was 3? Was it that one? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, so that's an 8. Yeah, that's lovely. That's much better, isn't it? Now I don't have to rely on my eyes so much. So now I get a 4 here, but that is in position 4, so that's indexing itself. The 5 is in position 1 or 2, and that can't be a 5, so there must be a 5 in one of these squares. Yeah, which basically means that can't be a 5, which means this is a 5. This is 6, 7. This has to be a 1 or a 2, as we need a 1 or a 2 on the line, and that gets us where we need to be, and we get by a completely different route, or not completely different, but by a route I'm more comfortable with, we get to this position, and we haven't put 5 on the line. So that's 5. This must be the 36. We get that digit. We get another 3 in the corner. I'm not singing again. We get all of those squares. We get the 1. We get the 7. And now we get a 1 here, apparently. We get a 7 there. So it's all very similar, but from a position where I haven't had to rely on the grid furniture, and that makes me feel more comfortable that I've displayed the puzzle as it was intended to be solved, rather than by using nefarious logical means. The 4 and the 5 are now resolved, so I can do those. So that's 3, that's 5. This must all be resolved, I think. 6, 2, 3. And all we've got to do now, presumably, is index this line. So where did we say? Yeah, we said this was the end of the line that is the diamond. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they could be either be themselves or indexing each other. This doesn't determine it. That one, 1, 2, 3, that doesn't determine it. So this one must determine it somehow. Ah, that's not 5. Oh. Well, hang on. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, I see. It's really clever. It's really clever. Okay. If this was a 6, it's indexing the 5 on this line into this position. So this would be a 5, 6 pair, and that scale would break. Or to put it a different way, you couldn't put 7 on the line. So that has to be 7, I think. Yes. Okay. So that's 7. That's 6. That's indexing the 5, so the 5 goes into position 7. 5, 6, 6. What a puzzle that is. That is spectacularly clever. Another slightly long video from me, but there was a long introduction today. And what a puzzle. That was absolutely magic. We have discovered and proved the Pythagorean theorem, and sujoyku and ChinStrap deserves so much credit. That is really clever. It's really clever. I loved it. I loved every part of it. The only thing I didn't like was that the rules were a little long. But that's it's necessary if you want to execute something with that amount of brilliance in it. Bravo. Bravo, my friends. Let me know in the comments how you got on. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind, and we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.